When the insurance company calls, they sound helpful, reassuring, and even friendly. But what they say in those first few conversations can quietly cost you thousands of dollars and sometimes your entire case. I'm Landerholm, partner here at Pacific Cascade Legal. I work with individuals and families across Washington and Oregon, and I've seen firsthand how often people trust the insurance company too early. Today, I want to walk you through some of the most common things insurance companies will tell you after an accident, what they really mean, and what you should do instead to protect yourself. Let me start with a story that might sound familiar. Someone is in an accident, they're shaken up, maybe a little sore, but they're trying to stay calm. Within a day or two, they get a call from the insurance adjuster. The adjuster sounds kind, concerned, and says something like, "We just want to help you through this." And that's the first thing to understand. That adjuster is not your advocate. They work for the insurance company. Their job is to protect the company's bottom line, not your recovery. One of the most common things I hear clients say is that the adjuster told them, "You don't need a lawyer." And I get why that feels reassuring. It sounds simple. It sounds easier. But here's the truth. The moment you bring in an attorney, the insurance company knows they can't get away with undervaluing your claim. So of course they prefer you handle it alone. Another one I see all the time is what I call the quick check situation. You might hear, "Let's get you taken care of quickly," or "We can send you a check right away." That sounds great when you're dealing with medical bills or missing work, but what they are not telling you is that once you accept the check, you are often giving up your right to future compensation. And in many cases, injuries get worse over time. What felt like a minor issue at first turns into an ongoing treatment, and now there's no way to recover those costs. Now let's talk about recorded statements. An adjuster might say, "We just need a quick recorded statement to process your claim." What they are really doing is looking for anything they can use against you later. Even something as simple as saying, "I'm okay" in the moment can be used to argue that you were not actually injured, and that can seriously impact your case. Another big one is when they say, "This is our best and final offer." In reality, that first offer is often far below the true value of your claim. And then there's delay. Sometimes it's not what they say, it's what they do. They may drag things out, take weeks to respond, or say they're still investigating. In Washington, for example, there are expectations around timely investigations, and unnecessary delays can cross into bad faith practices. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Before you speak in detail with an insurance company, before you give a statement, before you accept any money, talk to a lawyer. Even just having that initial conversation can completely change the outcome of your case. You don't have to navigate this alone, and you shouldn't. If you've recently been in an accident in Washington or Oregon and you're getting calls from an insurance company, take a breath and pause before you respond. Reach out to us at Pacific Cascade Legal. We can help you understand what your claim is actually worth, handle communication with the insurance company, and make sure you're protected every step of the way. Because the right information at the beginning can make all the difference at the end.